Hello students, a very good morning. I am Priyanka Rai and I am an economics teacher. I welcome you all on my YouTube channel Economics at Your Home. Students, this time I am going to start chapter 3 of statistics, that is collection of data. So basically you are going to learn the introduction about collection of data, primary and secondary data, methods of collecting primary data, construction of questionnaire or schedule, census and sampling investigation techniques, type of sampling or you can say methods of sampling, random sampling, non-random sampling, principles of sampling, statistical errors, sources of secondary data, precautions in the use of secondary data, Census of India, National Sample Survey Organization. So let us begin the chapter. Now, the very first term you can see statistical inquiry. Well, statistics has gained significant place in the modern complex business world. That I have already told you all that statistics has occupied an eminent position now and it has emerged as a new subject rather than being a part of economics. So, statistics has gained its own position. The very first term you can see is statistical inquiry. Now let us see what is statistical inquiry. You all know what is the meaning of inquiry. Inquiring means investigating or asking something. So by statistical inquiry we mean an investigation on a topic by an agency wherein relevant quantitative information is collected. So statistical inquiry refers to any investigation on any topic by any agency where the relevant or you can say the related quantitative information is collected. So hope statistical inquiry meaning is clear. Thus statistical inquiry implies search of truth with the aid of or with the help of statistical method of collection, compilation, analysis, interpretation, etc. So since you have studied statistical method, the very first method was collection of data. You have seen collection of data, presentation of data, analysis and interpretation of data. So hence while collecting data, the very first step is statistical inquiry. One has to do an investigation on a topic and it is basically done by any agency where they go for quantitative information and they collect it. So it is basically done with the aid or with the help of statistical method of collection, compilation, analysis, interpretation, etc. For any statistical inquiry, the basic problem is to collect facts and figures related to particular phenomena under study. So whatever study one has to conduct, one has to do, they have to collect the facts and figure relating to that particular phenomena, which is very difficult or you can say a very Herculean task. It's not easy to collect facts and figures, the true facts and figure related to that phenomena. So this was statistical inquiry. Let us see some important terms. Investigator. Who is an investigator? The person who conducts the statistical inquiry is known as investigator. That means a person who conducts or who inquire about statistical data or do statistical inquiry is known as investigator. Enumerators. Now enumerator is a person who helps the investigator in collecting the information is known as enumerators. Respondents. Respondents are those persons from whom the statistical information is collected. And survey. Survey is the method of gathering information from individual. Survey is a method. Basically you have seen sometimes people come to your house and inquire how many members are there, what is the age of eldest member. So these types of survey sometimes is conducted and it is a method of just gathering information from individuals. So the purpose of the survey is to collect data to describe some characteristics like price, quality, usefulness, popularity, honesty, etc. Survey is conducted by asking questions about a particular product or candidate from a large group of people. Basically survey is conducted about any product or any brand. People comes to you, they inquire about the what type of product you use, what is the name of that product, what is its price, what kind of quality is there. So they compare and sometimes compel you or just convince you to buy the product. Collection of data. So hence collection of data is the first step in any statistical investigation. So it is very important function. First one has to collect the data. For example, you can see at table 3.1 production of food grains in India is given in millions and tons. Now the different years are mentioned on x-axis and on for y-axis production of food grains. Now what is this x and y? So you can see the food grain production varies year to year. These values vary, so they are termed as variable. So what is variable? A variable refers to a quantity or attribute whose value varies from one investigation to another. and these variables are generally represented by the letter x, y or z. Okay, so we can give any letter to them. Basically x, y is the letter which is given for these variables, and these variables are represented by the letters x and y. So you can see on x, year is mentioned, different years are there, and on y, production of food grains, and the production of food grains varies. It is not same in every year, so these varies. So you can see the numbers, they vary. The quantity or attribute whose value varies from one investigation to another are termed as variable. Now what is a data? Data is a tool which helps in understanding problems by providing information. So data is a tool or a device, we can say, which helps in understanding problems by providing information. Now let us first discuss the sources of data. What are the various sources of data or sources of collection of data? So there are two sources, internal and external. Internal source and external source. External source again comprised of two types of data, primary and secondary. Internal source, what is internal source of data? So internal source of data, you can say, is in an organization when the data is collected from its report and records, it is known as internal source of data. So in any organization when the data is collected from its reports and records, it is known as internal source. That means data which is collected within the firm, from the firm's record and reports, is internal kind of data. External source of data refers to the data collected from outside the organization. That means the data which is collected from outside the organization is termed as external data, which is not generated or recorded or reported within the firm. They are said to be external data. Now let us see an example of both internal as well as external. Internal source. A company publishes its annual report on profit and loss, total sales, loans, wages, etc. So that means these all report on profit and loss is generated within the organization, from its reports and record. It does not require any external information or outside information. So this is internal source of data. External, if a tour and travel company obtains information on UP tour from Uttar Pradesh Transport Corporation, it would be known as external source of data. So data collected and compiled through external sources is known as external data. Data collected and compiled through internal sources is called internal data. Now just now we have seen that external data can be collected from primary as well as secondary sources. So now we will see what is primary and secondary data. Primary data. Primary data is also known as first-hand data because it is collected originally by an investigator or agency for the first time for some specific purpose. That means primary data are those data which are not obtained from any other sources or from anywhere else. These are originally collected at the time of investigation by any agency for the first time and for some specific purposes. For example, population census conducted by Government of India. So that is primary. The sources from which primary data is collected is called primary source of data, and they are known as first-hand data. Such data are original in character. As it is collected for the first time, it is first-hand information. As I told that it is first-hand data or first-hand information. This information is not derived from any other sources. Primary data once collected and published, then it becomes secondary data. That means once it is collected and published, then that published report can be used by any other agencies or by any other firm or an organization. Then that time it becomes secondary data. But at the time of collection by an investigator or agency for the first time, it is first-hand information and it is first-hand data. Now we'll see secondary data. Secondary data, the data which is not directly collected. They are not directly collected, rather they are obtained from the published or unpublished sources. It is known as secondary data. So it is also known as second-hand data. For example, I'll give you a very small example. Suppose any one of you witnessed accident. So the person who witnessed accident is a primary source. And if he is going to narrate the story to his friend, and that friend is going to narrate the story to the third person, so that means the friend who is narrating the story to any other person is using secondary data. But the person who actually witnessed the accident and narrated the things or told the things, then he is primary source. So hope it is clear what is primary and what is secondary source of data. Now secondary data is also known as second-hand data These are not original data since the enumerators or investigators themselves do not collect these data. They simply make use of the data collected by the others. So there are various examples. Such as one example is mentioned here: National Account Statistics published by the CSO, Economic Survey published by Government of India. So Economic Survey or HT Times or this Times, sometimes they generally publish the report of other. So that is secondary. So hope primary secondary data is clear. So we have seen different terms: statistical inquiry, some important terms: investigator, enumerators, respondent, survey, what is collection of data, what is data, what are the sources of data, internal, external sources. Then external sources classified again into two: primary as well as secondary sources. So we have covered this much. Now we will see the difference between primary and secondary, or rather students, just it's your work or it's your job now that find out 4 differences between primary and secondary data. Rest I will continue in my next video. Okay, thanks for watching the video. Thank you all.